should be fairly simple to get some audio added in. Perfect. Awesome. Well, I think Marjan's World of Go Animate, thank you for popping on. Let me know how that mic works now that we've got that introduced into our... Fantastic. So I think that should be working now, but we'll wait just to see if they can hear me now. Must have been going through a tunnel. Okay, so taking a look here, got a mic captured there, and we got more people hopping on, so absolutely fantastic. I'm happy to see that. So as we get rolling here, I will keep an eye on the chat to make sure that nothing is going wrong here. And if at any point you can't see what I'm talking about on screen, just let me know. So it looks like we have 37 subscribers from videos and 27 from shorts. Now this is really going to be an interesting thing as we go along, considering what we've got going on here. So these are our views and stuff from new and returning viewers. And so I have 1,000 videos on the channel now. And this is really something that I want to talk about in terms of what it can look like with productivity. And then I will show you in a second what it looks like without productivity. So 35 shorts this month for May. 12 videos, 7 live streams. So that is a lot for me, because I'll show you that was May. Remember, 35, 12, and 7. Now we're going to hop over here and we're going to go to last year. Those numbers look pretty similar, right? I almost did more. Well, I did more. I did 38 videos total, 18 shorts, and 6 live streams. And so if you come over here again to May, 35 shorts, 12 videos. So I focused on shorts this last month, and we'll take a look at some revenue here in a second. It's not completely calculated for yesterday yet, but so basically what that's going to look like is I prioritize shorts over regular long form videos, but I did about the same amount of videos. So that was a lot, and I did it every single day. And we'll take a look at what, potentially what that'll look like next month, because you won't really see that right away. So if you jump onto here, then you can see for May, like if we potentially we can do, for May here. So that's at 1685. And if we go to 2024, it should show us a chart here. Okay, it's not going to break it down by month for this. It does on my phone, but it won't on here. But that's fine. Maybe it's down here further. Either way, these are the videos that are performing, which are my tour reviews that I did before. And now I'm doing exclusively magic content, and I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and they haven't really taken off as much. Every once in a while I'll have a video that does, for instance, what's this? Magic Theory Introduction to Ring Magic. That did, wait a second, what? Oh yeah, 22 cents. I was like, what? So that did pretty decent. So I'm kind of happy about that. And we did have last month one of our Trick or Day May video shorts, which you'll see here shortly, is it did 49 cents, at least at the last time I checked it. So it might be here at the top somewhere. Let's see. Was this for? Yeah, this should have been for May. Figured it would have been in there. taking a closer look here. Yep, so there's a Ring Magic. There's my Magic Kit. Magic Kit seemed to do pretty decent, and that one has done pretty well consistently. Oh, wow. So that's done fairly decent, interestingly enough. Magnets. Juggies, yeah, those are nice. My wife still uses hers. I got mine around here somewhere. Rubik's Cube, I love that. So what you're looking at here is, obviously I'm making pennies, right? So I get a couple of videos up here at the top that's making 50 cents a day. Those are my money makers, and they're not making a whole lot of money overall. But what you would want when you create videos is to have evergreen content, which is basically videos that continue to make you money even as you're moving forward with other videos. And so these ones would be those evergreen videos for me up here at the top. They're consistently in my top 10s, and every once in a while we'll get a couple of other ones in there. So that's just how that works. So now we're going to take a step away from the analytics and get into the videos, because that's really what we're here for. So we have one other person watching, so thank you for jumping on. I really appreciate that. If it's still margin, absolutely fantastic. We're going to go through all of these videos, and we're going to look at what's going on here on the side. And there is a more in-depth view of the analytics for it, but we're just going to see how many likes it got. And I do want to take a look at view count at some point as well. I could jump back over to here real quick. And we'll take a look at content shorts. Now, we know that there was 35 of them, so I should be able to put 50 up on the screen here. And then we'll just quickly go through the views, and you'll have an idea of what we're looking at as we go through these videos. So it should start down here. And what we're looking at is what was the magic per se. Like, what was the thing that made it jump out, and see if it made any difference. So as you can see, this is after the 30 days, right? Because I published it on May 1st. And we'll talk a little bit about each video and what my thought process was into some of these. So 559 is something that had been sitting on the channel all month. So I did that May 1st, 559, 434, and then 709. That one went up pretty good, and that's one of my favorites. And then 58. Now I didn't have a title, and my picture was just me pointing at the screen. So there was no reference point for that. It was just day 4. So I wonder if that was why it didn't perform so well. We'll have to take a look. But then look at this one. Boom. Now that could have just been a day. It's May 4th. Maybe something was going on and people weren't watching YouTube that day. But then you got 2,819. And that was my mischievous wand, which, again, that did that within a couple of days. I mean, that was impressive. Then I had a couple of days of not so much stuff going on. Then I'm back up to 400. Then 400. Then I took a dip. Smooth coin. Maybe it was a bad reference, bad thumbnail, who knows, but it took a dip. 489. Back to 56. Again, maybe it wasn't a good title and thumbnail. 400, which seemed to be my average. So if you're going through these and you see 400, then that's the average. But then every once in a while I take this dip. Corner pocket from Copeland Coins. Okay. Maybe it was the thumbnail. Maybe it was the title. I don't know. 400, 700. So we took a nice little jump up there. I like that one. That was fun. 400, 500, 400, and that was pretty average. Then I did this one at 200. Had a nice little joke in there from Phineas and Ferb. Then I dropped to 45. How did the magician do it? Maybe they didn't care how the magician did it. Maybe the thumbnail is boring. I got this brown, so just as a brief note to what's in here, this silk that I have in here was advertised as red paisley. So it was a vibrant color, and this is what they sent me. So I'm also disappointed. So 500, 700, 400, pretty decent there. The Cups and Balls part 1 really jumped up, and then 477. It would have been funny if it was just lower and lower, because people are like, oh, it's great, and not so much. That would have been funny. But it looks like more people cared about part 4 than maybe they just wanted to get to the end, I guess. So 400, and then look at that, boom. How or can we make you as mad as a hatter? That seems to do pretty well. And then I did this one and only got 169. And then people were just over it at that point, which I can check to see. Usually if you click on it here, it'll tell you, yeah, see, still at 9 views. And that's from yesterday, which means that there's still some time to get that. And that's part 2 of this one. So if you're still interested in getting those videos checked out, let's go ahead and take a look at them right now. Absolutely fantastic. Here we go. Trigger Day May, day number 1, and we're going to talk about how things changed as I developed into this. So, first thing that I made sure to do, we got 16 likes. That's pretty decent. This is really going to be the important part of these videos because I've stacked them. So, let's get into it. And that's it. It was a very quick video. Now, you'll notice something about this video in particular that is different from the other videos, which is the background. So this is actually a reshoot. Like, it's 100% reshoot. I noticed basically in the time allotment that I have for each day to do videos, I did this video and I went to edit it, and it wasn't usable. I had to scrap it. So I ended up having to do a reshoot real quickly, and this is what we got from that. Nice little ring trick. And we did get 4 comments back and forth, so we did get some engagement. It's an absolute fun trick, and really all you're doing is you're just setting up the premise of the initial routine. This is an opener. For me, it takes about 10-15 seconds. And I have variations on how I will do this so that I'm doing the same trick but 2 different methods, and so that I can kind of bounce back and forth. Now let's jump over to day number 2. Doug Con Cat Shirt.
Out there in YouTube land, welcome back to Trigger Day May, day number 2. To follow up my ring magic from yesterday, we'll be doing silk magic today. Yes, you'll see the conclusion of this tomorrow, right? So it's not so much this silk that's magical, it's actually going to be, nothing here. It's actually going to be this silk. Yes, the silk ribbon. That's the magic, right? So we're going to save that. You're going to see that tomorrow, right? But since we don't need the purple one today, we're actually going to make this one disappear for you. Concentrate. Look over there. Just kidding. See the river behind me? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely, but the silk's gone. It's been gone. But that's okay because we still got that one for tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. And remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. Howdy, everybody.
So for that one, I love the loop effect that I've done here with the hat, and it makes it continuous. I guess my thing is sometimes I will not overuse the loop effect, but I will interject the loop effect for something that isn't necessarily relevant, I guess, is what I want to put here. I'll be harsh with myself. I don't think the loop effect really, it's cool, but all it really does is just set you up to re-give the same information, and I'm talking throughout the performance, and I'm really not giving a overall loop worthy, like, people aren't going to really want to, maybe they want to rewatch to see how I did it, but I don't feel like it's that engaging. And also the colors here. I want to talk about the colors versus the last video where I had my Lego shirt on. I was wearing red. I'm wearing brown and I'm outside with the trees and the river, and it all seems very muted here, which is not terrible. But then you get the color from the silk, and it either plays well or it doesn't. So I'm really curious as to what people think about the things that I wear for the purpose of, as you can see as I go further along, I'm putting together a costume idea for my performances. This is just what I wear every day, so it's not really all that impressive. I've got the t-shirt because, you know, I stand out and I want to let people know that I do magic, but it's not really my performance t-shirt. Like, that's just what I'm comfortable in. So let's take a look here at number 3.
So we've got my ring forming there. Okay, go ahead and slide it on the end. Perfect. Okay, is it clearly in the center? No trapdoors, no hidden secrets, nothing like that? Great. We're going to go ahead and we're going to double knot it onto the ring. Like so. And then I'm going to put my finger in here. And now I want you to grab each end. You can go ahead and put your water bottle down. Okay, hold on. Nope, you need 2 hands. Here, let's put this down real quick. Okay, be careful. This end over here, this end over here. Pull very carefully. You don't want to pull my finger off. No. Oh. Get me nervous there. Yeah, you'll never believe what happened last time. Last time somebody did that, I still haven't recovered. Whoa.
I did that again.
Yeah. There you go, everybody. Thank you. Tricky Day number 3. You see the ribbon back there. We'll see you tomorrow. So.
Okay, a couple of things to talk about here as we really get into like the nitty gritty of those 3 tricks. The ring trick with the introduction of the silk and then into the ring through silk is my first routine, and it's how I would perform those first 3 things together. And I do this as more of a walk around idea because it's very easy to introduce these items with very little effort, and people know me and they know that I have these things on me. So basically, I've got the Lego shirt, which is very colorful, very vibrant. I've got the silk that kind of matches that color scheme. But let's talk about the angles here. The angles are terrible, and the reason for that is because I'm at a playground, and I didn't really want to make anybody uncomfortable, so I kept it very tight framed. There's some people in the background playing basketball, I think. Whew. You know what I'm saying? So the angles weren't very, very good, but you still got an idea, and it would be better if it was facing the camera. And I really like this trick. It's just one of my absolute favorites right now. And it's nice because I have 3 different versions for what I can do for this trick. So for instance, this is one version that we can show you right here, and that's really what I want to try to help you with here on the channel, is that I'm just starting to get into performance pieces, and so you can have a couple of different options, things that work for the camera versus things that work in real life. This plays so well in real life. People love and expect, like, I get people going too, because when I've got the ring on my finger and I'm like, okay, you pull, I've had 2 people pull, and I'd just be like, oh, I can't look, wait, I gotta watch, I can't look, oh no, you know, and I can really play it up, and I can really get my heart racing, you know, and get and people will be like, oh, what, you know, and really have fun with it because it's a performance piece. That's what I love about it. So here's a really quick idea that you can do. We're gonna keep the ring here in the center for you. We're gonna really get it locked in. You can see it the whole time in there. We're even gonna show you when we fold it down here that the ring is clearly still in the silk, right? Now we're gonna give it one last fold just like that. With a blow, it's gone. All we have to do to make it reappear, though, is just give it a little bit of a wave, and it's back. Beautiful. So it's not really the same trick, but it's a variation idea where, in that case, the ring has vanished and reappeared. So that's one of them that you can do. And I think that this one is a more visual representation of this. I'm not going to show you this one because you just saw it on the video. This is a more visual representation that you can do with a spectator, where they can clearly see the ring is on the hand, right? Then you're going to fold this over and you're going to grab here with that. Then you're going to fold over this side to here, and then you're going to tell them that they can, if they tap on the if they tap on there, then they'll actually, no, you got to do it more like that, right? And then the ring will jump through the silk. So that's another version that you can do that's really fun, and it introduces the ring and the silk, which is really what I want to do for those effects. So perfect, let's move on. But I like it, but I'm not a big fan of the angles, but I'm really in love with the Lego shirt and how loud it is and how much it really speaks to my style. Here we go.
Howdy, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome.
I'm going to pause it right there, okay? Because this is the first video that did only like 45 views. And you see the likes on it is lower than the other one, which was 15 to 20. This is only 6.
Back to Trick or Day May, day number 4. So today we're going to be doing magic at our fingertips. Yes, our fingertips. Like magic, the coin shall go into the hand, disappear from here, and reappear over here. Next up, the coin shall be taken from here, and it shall reappear in the hand. Very nice. Last but not least, tap it there, and the coin has vanished. Now it shall reappear at the fingertips. Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. Howdy, everybody out there.
So I'm a big fan of the red, but I really prefer the color that pops out, and I think that really is something that speaks a lot about what is on the channel and the kind of persona that I'm going for. Is that this is just a regular regular dress shirt, so it's not really something that's going to stand out for me. And there was a flash, and the ending wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it to be. So this is definitely one of those videos that overall, I, as the producer and creator of this video, completely understand the 45 views, because the time allotment that I gave myself for the day sometimes is just very narrow. And when I'm shooting in the office like that, sometimes it's very, like, you create your own walls, and I'm already in a small room. Like, I can literally, I can't even stretch out my arms all the way. That's how small the room is. And I'm just giving myself such a smaller space, especially being in this room. And I don't have enough color on, and overall, the trick that I'm doing, there really isn't a big premise to what I'm doing. There isn't an overall, like, why is he doing what he's doing? I'm not interested. So I get that totally. So we're going to jump right on to the big boy. This is the big boy.
Trick or Day May, day number 5. Here we go. A little bit more coin magic, but we're going to need a magic wand. So we take the coin and we go, oh, that's not my wand. Is this yours? Where did this come from? I guess we're going to have to make it work. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. You know what? That worked a little bit. Where'd that come from? I don't know. I don't like that. Anyway, let's get rid of this coin here. Put it into the pocket there. Now, how did this... the coin came back. I thought we just got rid of you. 1, 2, 3. I do this to myself. Achoo! Allergy season. Allergy season. My wand turned into Legos. We got white, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Very nice. We turned it to green. That's cool. Green. Let's see if we can make it go back. Hold on. This is the secret move behind the back. Secret move. Trick or Day May, day number 5. Here we go.
So this video did absolutely fantastic at 2,800 views. And right off the bat, we've got color. Look at the face. Like, there's animation to it. There's more energy to it. It's just overall a better video. Now, there's a couple of things that are problematic. But with the performance being so high energy, those problematic things don't stick out as much. Now, I have retired the shirt change that I have. I bought it, and I thought it would be a good idea, but it's it doesn't fit me well enough, and you can always see the other shirt. So I'd have to have like a deep cut shirt. Now I do have an idea, giving you some secret tips here. What I do use this sometimes is this. Let me see if I can get a better angle. So you see the other shirt is already underneath there. But here's what I'll do. I will button up this shirt right here, the Lego shirt, and I'll have this shirt change over top of it and keep the last 2 or 3 buttons undone and tuck the collar. So then you just kind of see, just my chest. You just see skin there. So then when I go to do the shirt change, it kind of all works out. And then if I have a jacket, you have to have a jacket over top to cover up the sleeves of the undershirt. And so I put the sleeves on, or put the jacket on, and then when I'm done, I can take the jacket off. I have versatility with that, especially depending on where I want to go with the routine. Now, the overall thing that I love about this routine is that, and it's a routine, even though on here it's just a little trick with the toothbrush, is that this is going to be the connector through all of the magic show, my birthday show, is the wand. So the wand is going to constantly change into something else that's going to be in relation to whatever the magic that I'm doing at the moment. But the wand just keeps changing because it's a funny thing that it doesn't ever do what it's supposed to, but yet it still works out in the end. So that's the idea of the mischievous wand, and it's a routine that spans the entirety of the magic show. So there's a constant transition and understanding of what's happening there. Next up, we have the 2-for-1, which didn't do so well.
Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the channel. So today is Trick Day May, day number 6, and I'll be showing you the updated version of my 2-for-1 coin trick. So the idea here is I show you that I have 2 coins, completely different coins. And by making one coin look like it disappears, I can make this coin look like that coin just by waving my hand. Dropping into this hand, it is now pink. I simply turn that coin over and it is gold once again. Now by wiping away the gold, it becomes pink. Dropped into the hand, it's gold. From all the way up here down here, it changes once again. And I can do all of that because I have 2 coins. Thank you everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
So I call it the 2-for-1 because that's how I say 4. Sometimes I pronounce it fur. So it was kind of a joke, but it might have looked like a typo, and then as a title it doesn't really work out, or maybe people didn't really just care for that. But so I have been working on this coin trick here. This is probably a culmination of many things in this video, but I've actually changed it again since then, and I absolutely love it. I just love it because here's what I do. So these are the new coins that I just got from Copeland Coins, the Kraken coins, and I want I don't want the spectator to say you've got 2 coins. I want to tell you that I've got the 2 coins, but then I just want to get rid of one of them, right? So I ask you which one you want to get rid of. Maybe you can't see the little one, so we'll just get rid of that one. And then what's interesting is I'll actually make it go way over here, and I'll pull this hand away, and then it looks like it disappeared, but if you look closely, it actually looks like it's over here. And that's my introduction for that. I mean, I still got the 2 coins. I'm not going to go into the whole routine here, but I will unveil that in a later live stream where we talk about building a coin routine, and I will do step by step for that. But that's my introduction to that coin trick, because my misdirection is that the coin that's disappearing, I'm bringing way over here, and then I can make whatever reference I want, but that allows me to really break that wall down and get the magic happening in multiple spaces. Because if your eyes are this far apart and I've got my hands this far apart, then you can see both hands pretty clearly. But if I'm putting one coin into this hand and bringing it way over here, and it disappears and then reappears over here, okay, well the other hand is there. And then I've really changed this routine a little bit there because I wanted people to look Like, is it in this hand or is it in this hand? Where's the extra coin? And I change it up constantly throughout the routine where I'm showing this hand and then showing this hand, but then I actually get to the point where I'm showing everything. And so I really wanted to have all of that coordination in there. This particular thing that I'm working on here is a coin resizing idea where the coin actually shrinks. And so instead of doing like these transformation effects, I want to do more of these squeezing and pulling ideas. But that's an idea for another time. Let's jump up to day number 7 here. This is where things start to get a little bit wonky. So that's it for day number 7, and it says right here, but it's covered up. So, I mean, this is what we're talking about here. This is not a great video, right? Because the text is covered up by the overlay, and you can't really, I mean, you can see that it says check out the full video, but where's the description? So I gotta click this button. Oh, there's no description. Oh, well, how do I get to your full video then? Oh, I gotta click here and then I gotta go find it? Come on. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not congruent. And this is something that was referred, I follow Roberto Blake. You gotta have a YouTube guy. You gotta have somebody, you gotta have a guy for everything, right? Or a girl. You gotta have somebody who's giving you information that you can really build on. And so my guy, Roberto Blake, that I watch, he says very well, like, depending on your channel, he doesn't use shorts as trailers for his longer form videos. He will use his shorts to gain shorts traffic. And then once those people have watched enough of your shorts, then they'll hop over to watch your long form once they're invested in you. So my idea for linking all these short videos together is just keeping you rolling and rolling and rolling. You can go from day 1 all the way to 31. There's 35 videos total. Without any breaks. But when you have videos like this that clicks away to the long form, this is a perfect example of a video that breaks the congruency and the effect of, you know, you're pushing them away from this. So very poor video. It's sped up for the purpose of just giving you a little snapshot, and then I've got the longer form on the channel. This is a timing problem. This is an editing problem. The performance means nothing because it's too fast to really, you know, it's all about just pushing you to the longer form video, and it's trash. That's it. That's all it is. Perfect. Here we go. Next one.
Trick a Day May, day number 8 here on the channel. We're going to be doing a philosophical card trick for you today. Now I want you to imagine that all of these cards are just fragments of your past. And so if we have a card selected, this card would be the one that is nearest and dearest to your heart. Even if it was to be lost into the shuffle of your past. With the highest of hopes, it can return. Even if things seem to be so dire and so bleak, that everything seems to have vanished from your life. If you were to capture the essence of those dreams and hold them to your chest, like I do, those fragments will start to build and come back together into your biggest dreams. Thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
So a point that I want to make, going back real quick, because the music reminded me of something for Trick or Day Made, the Mischievous Wand one anyway. What I love about that is that there is so much happening in the video that there's a story happening throughout the whole thing. And it's a very chaotic story, but it's still something that follows a pattern of storytelling. And with some of these videos, going back to day number 3 when I did the Silken Ring and I had the carnival music, music plays a very important role in what they're hearing. So if you're doing, like I was doing, like if it were a party and I was outside with a bunch of kids, you'd have party music. You'd have the carnival music, all that fun stuff in the background, and it would really help feed the energy of what you're doing in your video. Here with the music, I absolutely love the smoothness of the guitar and the sliding of the strings and all of that. Here, listen real quick.
Number 8 here on the channel, we're going to be doing a philosophical card trick for you today. Now, I want you to imagine that all of these cards are just fragments of your past. And so if we have a card selected, this
doesn't that just speak of that like lonely path, like the whole story that I'm telling? The colors work here for the story because that shirt that I'm wearing is part of the plot. Everything that is happening in this video is very congruent, and I love in terms of the projection and in terms of what's happening in this video. Everything is working for me. I really love this video, and people did enjoy it as well. It didn't have as many likes though, but I think that it's more of a muted style, but it definitely works, and I love that. This one here, I'm dealing cards super fast. Oh, look at this card. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, okay, sure, great. The key is to keep them guessing. Well, I don't even know what's going on, so great. Again, it's just another video to push them, and I'm not even pushing them. Let's take a look at the description. Yeah, I'm not even pushing you anywhere. This isn't like there's a longer video. I actually did a live, I think, of this one. I did 3 different videos for this trick, and this doesn't push you anywhere. It's a useless video. So next. Smooth coin. Now, the reason why I did smooth coin is because when I did the mischievous wand, somebody commented, like, how do you guys get the coin move so smooth?
Howdy.
So, take a look at this.
10, we got something smooth for you with a single coin trick. All we got to do is get it warmed up by passing it from hand to hand. Oh, hold on a second. I think we warmed it up too much. It's actually disappeared. But in order to bring it back, we just got to clap our hands together, and there it is. Now, really what we're trying to do is we're trying to get you accustomed to the idea of the coin going from this hand over to this hand. There it is. Boom. Now, for the last one, we're actually going to make it visually disappear. Visually disappear. You're going to see it go into the pocket, but yet it's going to jump back to the hand. Boom. Yeah, let's show you that one more time. We're actually going to make it go from the hand into the pocket, and then it's going to return, not to the hand. It's actually going to jump underneath the ring. Howdy. Trigger Day made it.
So here's what I want to say about this one. I love the tablecloth. No. So the premise of this trick is absolutely amazing, and I think it would work in a lot of settings. However, that narrow view of the short's frame makes it very difficult to pull off the turns and the misdirection that really work or really help to accentuate this trick. For instance, the first trick that I do there where I'm tossing it back and forth, you should really actually be sideways. Like I should be profile so that when I clap, everything is hidden. That's really how that should work, but I actually flashed a little bit because my hands were still kind of facing the camera when I did the move, so that was a little bit of an issue there. And then the ending, here's the you can clearly hear this, and I try to get the music to kind of cover it up a little bit, but when that last move when you're dropping it to the table should be a lot smoother. And the other, like, you can't even see the pocket. So, like, how can I misdirect you with this big move? Because I'm turning my whole body again, profile. I'm setting you up. This trick, what it does is all the movements that I'm doing is choreographed to get you set up for the next phase so you know what to expect with the misdirection. Like, your eyes know where to go, but your brain is being tricked because I'm leading you by moving my body. And so it's really using those angles and those misdirective movements with the body. And you just can't really pull it off a whole lot when you're just pivoting in your seat and they can't even see what you're doing. So, but either way, it's still a decent video. There was just a couple of things that really, telegraph
here on the channel. Let's see if we can do a fantastic card trick for you with the 10 of clubs. You know, that would have been a good card to use yesterday for day number 10. But I guess we've already got it now, so we're going to have to use it. I'm going to use a rubber band to lock down the deck. My hope is that it doesn't snap, because it keeps snapping on me. I don't like when these rubber bands snap. Maybe I should stop using them. I'm going to use this card real quick, and it's going to go over the top, because we want to gather the essence, right? And then, like magic, the rubber band has disappeared. But it's actually gone into the deck, and it has grabbed a card. Take that out real quick. Looks like it got some extra cards, but that's okay, because we want to make sure that there's a match. And there is. The 2 red jacks. Ha-cha! But let's take it a step further. And if you really enjoyed this trick, and you're surprised by this ending, go ahead and consider clicking the like button. Consider sharing the video. Maybe even passing a little super thanks my way. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow for Trick or Day May, day number 12. And stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
So, credit where credit is due. Description has been... Or I thought I added the description. I go to add descriptions and they don't ever... But I think I put it in... Somebody commented, yeah. Rubber Band Revelation... yeah, so this is Doug Kahn's Rubber Band Revelation. Absolutely love it. So there you have it. There's that one. And overall, it's very good and it's very muted. There isn't a lot of things going on in terms of energetic. But then we jump into...
Let's go with an Alex Pandrea idea. We're going to pick the Queen of Hearts here. Okay? Queen of Hearts is it's not on top, and it's not on bottom. We're going to give the cards a nice little shuffle. The 2, that kind of looks like the Queen if you rub it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Kind of looks like the Queen. We'll take that and put it back in there, because just like any great mom, whenever you need her, she's there for you. Okay. Perfect. Boom. Whoop. Slippery hands. Well, look at this. Back to where we were at the beginning, but now there's one card that's turned over in the deck, and that's got to be the one on the Queen.
There is so many things wrong with this video. We're talking... The music is all over the place. The card moves are not very smooth. There's even some scripting issues. Good thing it was a bonus trick. That's all I gotta say. Like, just so many things. Like, if I were presenting as a comedian, this is absolutely fantastic. You know, but I'm not. So, we're gonna keep moving along. We got to get through the other half of these real quick. So let's see. Okay, so the good and bad of this routine, this is the warm-up, right? So before you jump into your magic, excuse me, you want to do something at the beginning. Oh, well, you're going to want to do something at the beginning that's going to really start getting the show started. You want to be able to communicate with your group. You want to set up the boundaries. You want to set up the rules. Things like that. And so I do the hat dance. And really what this works is because in busking, the hat is the thing that you toss down at the end. So I use the hat throughout the show. I use it to make stuff appear. I'll put stuff in the hat. All different sorts of things can happen with the hat throughout the show, just like the wand. And this really does work out really well. And what I will do is I do an improv dance with the hat. So I basically just learned a string of moves. I practice them, and then I will just play around with the hat for 30 seconds to a minute. If people like it, I'll keep going. But I've got and I like to have multiple variations of things. So I have moves like if I drop the hat, I incorporate that into the juggle, you know. So I don't end it there. I'll be like, oops, let me grab that, and then I go to throw it, but I'll throw it behind my back, and I'll catch it up here, and I'll keep it as a part of the overall act, and I make it just seem like it's clumsy. It's meant to be that way, and I just have fun with it. So that's why I got this hat, which is a magician's training hat. It's more balanced than the Trilby. And that's more of my everyday hat anyway, which is fine. But the hat juggling, I felt like I needed something that was a little bit more balanced. So I went with that. So that's my warm-up. So that's what I can start with. I get some music going. I get the kids dancing. They can see my hat flying all over the place. And then I do that hand thing because I'll use some like words saying, well, before we get into the magic, I really want to see which one of you guys will make a good assistant. Or let's see if you're all following along and see if you can do what I do. And then that way I can see who's connected, because I want everybody to be on the same level, because you got kids that are low energy, high energy, all over the place. You got good listeners. You've got people that are distracted. I'm not going to say bad listeners because they're kids. They're all over the place. They're excited. So what I want to do is I want to establish a baseline and know who I can work with and know who gets, and figure out, basically learn the personalities of these kids just by watching them as they're doing what I'm doing. And that can really set you up for later because you're there for them. And so you really want to get to know them as quickly as possible. And the best way to do that is to create these scenarios that you can kind of see how they interact. So it's very good. Anyway, next.
One simply doesn't do coin magic without following these 10 magical principles. Here we go. The magic has already begun. Here we have 4 coins. Pay close attention to this one in the corner. Nothing has happened yet, but the magic is about to happen right before your very eyes. You may have noticed at this point that the coin here has done nothing, while the rest of the coins have jumped over to there, leaving us with only the extra coin. Yes, the extra coin, which we will now vanish and reappear down here as a super tank button. Stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
Okay, so a couple issues here. One right here is this glaring thing at the beginning. It's not that big of an issue. I just thought it would be a cool idea to just like...
One simply doesn't...
So I wanted to use the Lord of the Rings meme. Like, one simply does not walk into Mordor. But I wanted to do that, and I wanted to give you 10 things to look out for, because I wanted it to be a find... like a Where's Waldo video. So the people are watching it to find the 10 things that I'm talking about. And this is just a nice little piece that's perfectly fine, but then I break the illusion right after this.
Do coin magic without following these 10 magical principles.
Broke the illusion right there. Boom. And so what I should have done, instead of rotating it because I already had the light, so I didn't need to rotate it. So what I should have done is I should have just brought it down and tossed it so that it could have stayed hidden longer. That's really my only thing there. And then the other problem that I have is that, again, with this overlay at the bottom, all the magic is happening down here, and so it's kind of covering what you're doing. But other than that, I think it's a very beautiful video, and the trick itself, I've really tried to work with this a little bit, because I've been watching some Doug Kahn stuff and some other stuff to try to really get my matrix to a better level, and so I've been working on it. So here we go.
Today we got some more coin magic for you. Right out of the hat it goes. Now if you were a muggle, you could actually take the coin and put it in your pocket just like that. That's not what we're going to do. Actually, we're going to magically make the coin appear, go into your pocket like so. Of course, it's in the pocket. Now we take the coin here and put it over here. Very quickly, it disappears from here and, of course, reappears over here in the pocket. Now take the coin here, for instance, you can put it back into the pocket over here. But this time, instead of going into the pocket, it's actually going to come out of the pocket. Just like that. And that's what we call a corner pocket. Today we got some more.
this is definitely a performance piece of something that looks really well when you're doing it out in the wild versus doing it on camera, especially with the shorts format, because you kind of want to build up those moments a little bit more. And using both pockets, and I like to set it up. I actually did something here at the beginning that I thought was kind of cool, is I did a muscle pass into the hat and then it fell back out. So I thought it was kind of cool that I could create this moment where the coin is just coming out of nowhere, but it didn't really come off as well as I liked. But yeah, so I really tried to get the coin magic going, and this is a really good stand-up routine that lets you use your pockets. However, let's talk about some negatives of that, because pocket space, right? You really want to sell the idea that it's just one coin, and doing that is problematic when you got stuff in your pockets. So just keep that in mind, that when you're doing this, is that you kind of have to not have stuff in your pockets, which means you really can't do a lot of other stuff because you're losing two pockets. You're not, well, you get what that's what I'll say there. Anyway, more coin magic.
Howdy. Today we've got these.
Oh, and to talk about the fact that I'm wearing the red suit again with the purple shirt. It's very muted, and I like it, but it might not carry well with the videos.
Soaring Eagle trick from the Mark Wilson's course in Magic. So basically what it's going to look like is we've got 6 coins in total. There's going to be 3 on each side, like so. And the premise is that the coins on the left side are going to magically go to the right side. I'm going to show you the first one so you know what's happening. So now we got 2 over here and 4 over here. That one was pretty easy. Okay, now we're going to take these coins. Simply by flipping them over, you'll notice that we've already got one that jumped over to this side. Perfect. Like so. Okay, one over here. We have 1 coin on this side, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here on this side. For the last one, it's going to be pretty simple. We just stack them up like we did the last one. Now remember what I said. The coin is going to magically jump to this side. And now we have all 6 coins back on the table. Soaring Eagles. Thank you, everybody. Stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. Hi.
So this is one that I did learn out of the book, and I feel like it's a lot of coins, and I was trying to play around with this idea to figure out how to condense it. Not change the number of coins, but how to make it flow a little bit better. And I kind of came up with that idea, but then I was also playing around some other stuff, and I don't know, maybe we'll revisit in the future. This one I'm very proud of. Rick Holcomb is the man. Like, he's the guy. I love Copeland coins, and I love the fact that they've brought, like, he's there, and I just love his stuff. So here we go. It just tears me up, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, in and of itself, is a masterpiece for what I can create, right? So, to me, a couple of things I want to mention here is, one is the angle in which I have my camera set up is not good. Because if I'm hiding anything in this hand, it's flashing. But for this particular trick, I did so well at creating this art, right? And this is what I really love. Like, if I could do coin magic to jazz, that would be amazing. Like, that's just how I would like to flow, right? Because everything had purpose. Like, even when I did the moves and the ditches and all that stuff, it just seemed to make sense, you know. And I really love that. And I'm wearing this, like, I call it like an old man jacket, you know. I'm just this old guy, just jazz. You know, just playing around with some coins. I love this. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite videos that I've done over like forever. So here we go. Next up.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but
So this thing is just, it's all over the place. So for me, I love sponge balls. They're my absolute favorite form of magic. And I did some things with this video that I really wish could have been cleaner, but I absolutely loved what I was doing here with this idea. And that song that I found, oh, it just speaks to me. I love it.
Wait, I'm late for a date with fate. But look at the state. My mate, I must be one of the great. Wait, I'm late.
So, real quick with this one, I love it. The angle's not so great for this trick. You really need to have a space, and you really need to build this up. You really need to sell the fact that you're just this Mad Hatter. You're just this crazy guy with a hat and a scarf, and you're just having fun. Like that's all this is. And I love it. This is a piece that you could really just build up and just use it for an audience of people and not on a bad angle on camera.
So today I was going to do some really nice rubber band magic for you with the rubber band. So I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that you can do with a broken rubber band. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pay close attention to this. So this is gravity, which isn't magic, it's actually science. But you actually have a knot on the rubber band. You can see how it's actually going through the ring. That's an interesting one, right? Next thing you can do is you can actually tie the ring onto the rubber band. Tie it on there, do a nice little knot. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to get into a position that's going to look something like this. Okay? And now it's going to actually make it look like the ring is on the rubber band. Give it a little blow and it comes right off. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive.
This should have been way better. I can't seem to get rubber band magic. I do some stuff with rubber bands. I like using them as part of the with the playing cards. I'm not a big fan of rubber band magic. I don't know. I keep some on my wrist, and I have a couple that I can do. I don't even like Crazy Man Handcuffs. Does not do anything for me whatsoever. I don't care for it. So I try to do some other like funnier but I like having the broken rubber band stuff as an alternative, just to do some quick little tricks with. And there's other magic you can do with rubber bands besides just straight rubber band. The one that I forgot how to do that I really love is the one where the marker jumps up the ladder. So I gotta learn how to redo that one again. But other than that, I'm just not for it. You know what I mean? I love this though.
Howdy. So we're going to do a quick little card trick for you. I guess we're going to use the old 6 today. Yeah, the 6 right here. Okay, we're going to place that on top. I'm going to pretend like I'm writing something here, and now we're good to go. We're going to get started, blow on the cards. Now all the cards are gone, including your card. I love it, right? Now in order to make it come back, all you got to do is just snap your fingers and then blow, and it'll come back just like that. And now that's going to be all the cards. Yes, all the cards are in fact back. So, thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
So I love this deck. It's one of my favorite things because it's based off of the blank face, and that's one of my favorite magic principles. The one thing about this that I want to mention is Adam Wilbur, I believe, and Craig Petty, not together, but they have released stuff for this deck that is absolutely amazing. It creates a whole routine instead of just doing one trick, because that's really what you need to do. You need to be able to sit down with this, and you need to be able to put together a set. And if you're just doing the one trick with it, so I'm going to really be deep diving into some of that stuff pretty soon, so that I can do a whole thing with just that deck. That's the hope anyway. Here we go. Next up.
Howdy. So today we're going to be doing a time travel trick because Scotty did one yesterday, and I figured we'd go into the future and do one as well. So today we're going to go with the Jack of Clubs, but that's okay. Even though we put it into the center of the deck, we do in fact have a DeLorean time machine to go back to make sure that it's still on top. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in time further to have a little bit of fun, but we end up messing up the time stream. It was completely accidentally on purpose, right? So your card is not the King of Clubs, which is good, because if that were your card, this trick would already be over. Now, we've really messed up the time streams. Things are back to front, front to back. Really not sure how all that works. But with a little bit of magic and a whole lot of science-y stuff, we can fix everything, right? We've got one card that's upside down here. It's actually right side up, and that's going to be, boom, back to when your card was on top. Absolutely beautiful. Howdy. So today we're going to be doing a
So,
time travel
did I? Probably not, because I'm terrible with descriptions. So that's a Jay Sankey. Can't remember that. It's a time-related trick. I dropped something? Anyway. So that one is something that I've been trying to get better at. That overall trick, it's like a slop deck. It's just shuffle, but I use the Back to the Future card, so I feel like it kind of works. And my only problem is I watch Doctor Who, and I haven't watched Back to the Future in quite a while, so I feel like if I want to do this justice, I'd have to watch Back to the Future and just kind of interject some quotes from it, where great Scots, and really get energetic with it and really have fun with that. Otherwise, I fall into the Doctor Who wow, just it's weird. Anyway, here we go. I love this one. Anything to do with Mad Hatter.
For the tale of when I nearly escaped a near-death experience at the hands of the Queen of Hearts. I just wanted to get back to my tea party with my friends. It was a happy birthday to me. Now behold the guillotine. This, of course, is just a reenactment. Hold on. This one still has the safety. I can assure you the one I went through had no safety. So, of course, you're wondering, how did I escape that fateful day? Well, as I said, this is the tale of when I nearly escaped. Gather around.
This part right here.
For the tale of when I nearly escaped a near-death experience.
The phrase itself just sounds wonky, nearly escaped, which means I didn't. Or did I? A near-death experience, but getting your head cut off is definitely you know what I mean? So the connotation here and the wordplay and all that, it just it's just boggling enough of the brain that you get this weird sense of what's happening, and I love it.
Howdy. So today we're going to be doing the once in a full moon trick. Basically how this
We just had a full moon the night before that, so that's why I was thinking full moon. I don't know.
Beautiful. Then what we got to do is we got to deal out the cards.
Northern
Now that
Lights.
has brought us to a beautiful moment where we can bring up the call to action. 4 piles miraculously becomes the like button, the subscribe button,
Pushing so hard here. Just reaching for love.
and of course, the super
Oh yeah, because people want super things. What?
jack. Thank you, everybody. Consider building up that.
such like a sad story, isn't it? It just feels so sad. Like, what? So in reality, the trick that I was supposed to do for this, which is the trick that is my ending right now for one of my ideas for a show, is the Soaring Dragons trick, where oh man, well, that's all, folks. Nope. I have multiple selections from different audience members. I put them into the deck, and I make them all disappear, and then use a rubber band to make the cards shoot out of the deck. The way that they shoot out, it comes out as one card. You catch it. I have the hat down because as the build-up is happening, the tension is rising because the rubber band and all that. I put the hat down, and then I shoot the cards out, catch the cards, and then mimic, like, so just put some money in the hat as I drop the sevens, my favorite cards, or whatever their cards were, into the hat. Was supposed to be the trick for that day, but I had pulled it off during my live stream that I had done before that multiple times, but yet when I went to do it for my actual trick, I just couldn't get it. So that's what you got instead. Next up, we're coming down to the wire here. I like this one. People didn't seem to care for it. So, cinematically speaking, this is like the first video that I really tried to deep dive into the YouTube Create app. And so I really got into using the wipes and using the stickers and all that stuff. And I do a lot of videos with the music overlay. And this one I tried to like really bring together. So I like this as like a nice little editing, fun little adventure, and I get pretty quick at doing stuff like this, and you'll see from here on that I really start to get into that. So I gotta find a happy medium. We'll see how it goes. Didn't care for the next one. You guys didn't.
So today I figured we would try out a little concept idea, which is kind of like, I don't know, some spooky magic here. So the idea is that we need to make it look like there's something inside the silk. So we're just going to pull up the center here and make it look like something's inside there. Ooh, there's not, don't worry. There's nothing inside there. But let's see if we can do that one more time, but this time we really want to make sure that something appears, right? Ha-cha! There we have it. Thank you, everybody. Remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome.
So this is the alternative, still using the edits, but still using the alternatives from the last one, which was all about the music. This one's very muted. I used the wipes to bring everything together. That silk is just so bland. It's just brown. Everything in this video is so muted, and maybe that's what it was. The next one. I actually had this one planned out for quite a while. One of my favorite card tricks.
Howdy. Today we're going to be doing a Memorial Day magic spell.
Memento Mores, subliminal messaging, life and death,
For this trick, we need to know the 10 of spades is your card. Beautiful. Now let's deal out 9 cards. Since your card is number 10, we can imagine that your card is the invisible number 10, right? So
good premise.
Spell it out because this is a magic spell. T-E-N, O-F, and then it's spades, S-P-A-D-E-N-S. Well, that's not your card. Oh, that's right, this is a magic spell, and the word today, the magic word, is honor. H-O-N-O-R. All of the cards are now out on the table. All of them. Which only leaves one card only, which is the pen. Those statements.
I love this trick because the magic spell is a 5-letter word, and you could do magic spells with this in the sense of like if your persona is more of like a wizard or a witch like Harry Potter, 5-letter words are great. Birthday party, you can use a nickname, you can use the kid's name, you can really customize this spell, this magic trick to work for any environment, and I love it. And really what sells this is that it's self-working, so it's nice. And yeah, you could play around with this idea all day. I love it. This has probably been in my card magic repertoire for almost since 7-8 years now, so I love it. Now we get into the Cups and Balls, my Halloween edition, just because I figured I haven't used them since last Halloween. I did a magic show, so I figured I would break them out and use them. I had to find them. I didn't even know they were tucked away here. Here we go. 4 of these videos. So I tried this little idea. Instead of pushing you to the long form, I actually just broke up the video. I did upload the whole video as well for somebody who wanted to watch it all together, but here you go.
So, first thing to start off, you have 3 cups, right? And of course you've got 3 balls. Boom, boom, and boom. Don't worry, the magic hasn't started yet. First ball goes through 1 cup. It's already done. It's that quick. Second ball, once again, we'll go right to left this time. This time we'll spin over and tap over here, but it doesn't matter because it's already there. For the third one, we're not going to go through 1, but we're actually going to go through 2 cups with a simple clap and a tap. All 3 balls back to where we started. So, beautiful.
What I'm going to try to do is go through all the videos, and I'm just going to try to keep it going, and then we'll talk about it.
Next up, we're going to do something a little bit different. Put the balls into the cups, like so. And now, simply by tapping the cup, we can steal the ball and make it go.
Did I do that on purpose? The music just kicked in right at the right time. I don't know what he's doing there. That's lame.
That's going to be 2 balls over here. Of course, you're wondering what happened to the middle ball. Well, of course, it's here.
Should have done that first in the reveal.
We're going to make it disappear with the wand and make it reappear over here. Beautiful. Let's set this back up for you real quick. Beautiful. The final phase, right? This isn't even my final form. I don't know how that looks on camera, but it looks something like this.
That was a snafu.
Bag down here,
Love it.
just like you would for like.
Don't do that.
Stuff. Because I didn't want to go to my pocket, right? Because they're a little tight when I'm sitting down, so I've got a little pouch here so I don't lose anything. It's okay though, and that's where I actually put the ball when I make it reappear under the cup, right? Yeah, when I make them reappear under the cup. That's where they go. They actually go into the bag. Yeah, but they reappear under the cup. It's almost like magic, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Sometimes it's just for me, I guess.
But you know what? You probably already know what I'm doing, right? You obviously know. Wait a second. The final phase, right? You probably already know what I'm doing, right? You obviously know. Wait a second. Eyeball. That's crazy. Eyeball. Man, I even surprised myself with this stuff. Eyeball, that one's staring right at you, isn't it? Oh, that's good stuff. Now we're going to get straight with it. Hotcha.
Okay, so that's all 4 of those. That's one big routine. I could try to cut it into the different phases, and then the final reveal is the last 30 seconds of it there. It's a great little trick. There's a couple of issues with it, but I'm hoping pretty soon that I have found a solution. The tin cups with the eyeballs create a lot of noise, so I thought they were a pretty good idea, and maybe they're still okay. But the new idea that I have is that I found these monster sponges for final loads that they're not they're not a sponge ball material, but they're more of a firm sponge, which I feel like might be kind of fun. So I'm gonna take a look at those. Anyway, we're almost done. Let's wrap this up pretty quick because this has been going on for quite a while. I like this one.
Howdy, howdy. Today we have a very auspicious card trick for you today. Yes, so auspicious means opportunistic, very fortunate situation. Take a look at all these cards here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to select a card, and this is going to represent the card that is not yours. So there's no possible way that you could pick that card because it's way over there. Now we're just going to have a card selected here for you. The 6 of clubs. Beautiful. So that's your card there, and there's no possible way that this could be... Nope, it's the 10 of hearts. You know, and I'm really glad that you picked the 6 of clubs because it's the only one in the deck. In fact, all the other cards are the 10 of hearts. So it was truly auspicious. Thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. Howdy.
So I went with that like, comment, and share at the end because it had the same color as my shirt, which is a tie-dye shirt that we made this. We do a tie-dye party every year for Memorial Day, and so we made a bunch of tie-dye stuff, and that was an old shirt that I had that I was like, hey, that'd be cool. So I did that because it was kind of starting to get a little out there. So I was like, let's revitalize it. Also, I like about this trick is that it was full circle, which is not something that I do a lot of like unscripted stuff. So I'll start with an idea at the beginning of a trick, and then at the end of the trick, it just feels like it went off the rails. I really did bring this one back around and try to keep everything copacetic, so I had fun with this one. And it was a Doug Kahn idea that we just got recently from one of the Magic Guys podcasts, so go check it out. He just mentioned it briefly, talking about the magic principle for that, what I used for it, so loved it. Anyway, next one is actually the actual trick that the trick that I just did here was a trick anyway, this was a Doug Kahn idea that I did. Well, it was something he talked about. It wasn't his idea, but anyway, learned it from him. The next one is the actual trick with those cards. So here we go.
My wife says I look like a villain, the bowler hat guy, but that's not the vibe I'm going for. Let's see if we can make you as mad as a hatter. Take a close look at the Queen of Hearts. Focus it in your mind. And maybe you'll be as crazy as me. Now take a look at all these cards here. A snap of the fingers and a little bit of that magic hat power. Now all of the cards are the same, including the one on the box. My wife said...
So this is definitely a beautiful effect that you can do with stacking. Again, problematically with basically, what we'll call it is the shorts version is basically just the fourth wall. You don't have the other ones. You have such a tiny box to perform in, and this trick can perform so big, and you need a little bit more of that misdirection to make it work. But I really loved it and had a good time with it. And keeping with the Mad Hatter theme, because as these videos went on, I really tried to get more and more into character. Oh, and also you saw the new shirt. That's the Magic Guy shirt. Absolutely love it. The squeaker.
Howdy, howdy. Get yourself a noisemaker so you can gather all the crowds around your table.
Pro tip.
Now today we're going to be doing the old silk trick. I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. Sticking it into the hand. Get in there. Little misdirection. Add in that noisemaker just for the fun of it, right? You got it, so you might as well use it. And here it is, it's gone. Haha! What's this? Where'd that come from? Oh, oops. Not supposed to flash that, right? So obviously, I just stuffed that inside the egg. So let me show you how that's done, just for the fun of it, right? So what you're going to do is you want to start off with everything kind of like where accessibility can get it for you, okay? And then you're going to want to have the egg.
Accessibility can get it for you? What?
That's the important bit. So then when you stuff this inside the egg, Stuff that into the egg. Don't forget your misdirection, right? Oh, and you can't forget, also I forgot during the explanation, you can't forget the
This is the explanation. That was the performance.
magic dust, right? Yeah, don't forget the magic dust in the bowl, right? Because you got magic dust in the bowl. Because then you just, make an actual egg.
That steam is real. That was very hot.
There you go. That's how the Mad Hatter does an egg trick. Thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active.
The penguins. I don't know what's...
So let me show you how.
Anyway, so that was that. So a couple of things on that particular video. As we got further along, there was less things to really... There was bad things about the videos, but the tricks themselves were okay. This one I didn't have a lot of prep time, and this is actually part of my Easter in a basket, Easter basket show. This is it. This is everything. That's my show right there. It's not everything. I even used the bucket. The finale is actually down here. This is the finale of my Easter show that actually uses the Easter Bunny. So hopefully next year for Easter I will be performing that throughout for Easter. Hopefully I'll be doing a bunch of those shows. That's the hope anyway. But I have an Easter show that I've put together. So that's the soaked egg trick, which I like it. And I don't do the raw egg. I use the hard-boiled egg. So prep time for that video, even though it's a minute or 2 minute video, is actually, a good hour beforehand to get your eggs ready. So, it takes 20 minutes to make the eggs, and instead of making, a couple of them, I just made one. So that was a bad idea. You make one egg. If you mess up the video, that's another 20 minutes to make another egg. So just for the future, if you're going to do that trick, just hard boil and keep them in your fridge or your cooler a dozen eggs so that you can go out and do a dozen shows just by converting it to a Easter egg. And there's that. Absolutely beautiful, mind-blowing. We've been here for so long. But we had a great time. But there's only one other thing that we need to talk about, and that's this. Anyway, we tied it back together for day one, so now you can watch all of them in a loop all together at all times. And so hopefully next year when we do this, it will be even better. I was going to say gooder, but whatever. So anyway, that is my Trick-A-Day May full-on analysis for each video, pros and cons, and yeah, I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed this, but I want you to really stay tuned for a couple of things that are going to be coming up in the future. We're going to get back to doing card reviews because we've been doing a whole bunch of Magic Theory, but we're going to be doing card reviews, and we've got two different sets of cards that we'll be going to have on the way starting for June. We're going to be doing absolutely fantastic. I will let you know that one of them is, I don't have it close to hand here, but one of them is going to be a bicycle set surrounding around, space. And the other one is going to be dragons. So anyway, those are your little hints at the card reviews coming real soon. And we're going to be doing more Magic because every week we're going to be doing build a card routine. So we're going to be working on different routines for building cards. We're going to be building coin routines, and so we're going to be doing these very beautiful intermediate, like medium level card magic, coin magic, building routines, and building shows. And we're going to be trying out Opus Clip AI to cut up some of my longer form videos into shorts to see how AI videos are going to impact our channel for the funsies of it. And thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the people that stopped by today. We had a lot of fun going through my Trick-a-Day May. So you notice that I stopped saying that because my wife and kids just kept going Trick-a-Day May all around that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop saying it every day. But yeah, now we're just padding runtime here. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Anybody in the future who sees these videos, I really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. And remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.